Can you guys see me now? Can you see me now? Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, 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 hey. Ayo. Welcome back to the show. Sorry about that. RIP OBS. All of a sudden, internet crashed for one small, tiny fraction of a second, I guess. I don't know, it just disconnected. And OBS wasn't responding. So back to our card review. Glowstone Technician, hand buff card, really late in the game. I don't think this is going to see any play at all. Okay, just a simple goblin bomb. It's a 1 mana 0/2 that does exactly what I said. It's a mech, and Tavern will deal 2 damage to the enemy hero. This is probably gonna go in Hunter if they're gonna go like the whole Boombot kind of style Hunter way. Also even cost, so Baku might be something that is going to go in Hunters now and are going to be really aggressive and flood the board with mechs and do a lot of damage and utilize their hero power to do a significant amount more damage. Really nice looking bomb. Hunters get another spell, and it says Goblin Prank. Give a friendly minion +3/+3 and rush. If it dies at the end of the turn. So that means you can dictate a trade whenever you want. You can activate a Tavern whenever you want, plus kill some of your opponent's minions. Really good card. Really, no, this is an epic that I'm saying it's a good one. This is a good one, yeah. Next we have Holomancer, 5 mana 3/3. Again, really bad stats. After your opponent plays a minion, summon a 1/1 copy of it. It's another epic card, so another epic card that doesn't seem to be really good, like at all. I'm guessing these are kind of the cards that are printed in advance, and the future expansion that's going to come out, the 3rd expansion of the year, is going to possibly have like huge synergies with these specific interesting cards. Kaboombot, 3 mana 2/2, so the stats are not that great. It's a mech, it's neutral, and it says Death Roll, deal 4 damage to a random enemy minion. It doesn't have magnetic, so this thing has to be a specific bot that you're going to play. It's not a bad thing, but I don't see it as the kind of tool that you want to utilize, especially on turn 3. Yeah, it's really worse than the Hunter mech, because that thing literally destroys anything. So it destroys a random enemy minion. Granted, it can go poorly as well. You might not get the target that you want, but this thing might actually get the target that you want, but it's just gonna have more health, and you're not even gonna kill it. So yeah, Hunters definitely have a better mech than Kaboombot. Loose Specimen, a 5 mana 6/6, so the value is kind of good on the stats. It's a beast. Battlecry deals 6 damage randomly split among other friendly minions. Oh. So another card that works well with eggs, because you want to kill your eggs, possibly. Works well with Death Rails because you want to kill. You don't really actually mind if your Death Rails die, because you get a lot of value out of them. And if you're playing this on an empty board, it's just a 5 mana 6/6 beast. So again, I see this pretty much going only in Hunter as of now, if it finds a place for it. If not, it's just not gonna see any play. And again, an epic. Really interesting with the epic choices in this expansion. Mecharoo, a 1 mana 1/1 mech Defrel summon a 1/1 Joey bot. Okay. So it's a 1/1 Defrel summon a 1/1, and they're all max. This is a good card for a zoo kind of style, but it can go in any deck. It's not only for warlocks like Possessed Villager was. I think this is a good one. Definitely a good one. Okay, 3 mana, 2/1 Microtech Controller Neutral Battlecry summon 2 1/1 Microbots. Was that a Microbot? No, it's a Micro. So Microbots are just 1/1s that are mechs. She herself is not a mech. I don't know. I think this card is a little bit on the weak side as well. Might have some synergy in token based decks that really want to focus on a lot of tokens. Other than that, no. Oh, look at you looking all fancy. Piloted Reaper. It's a piece of shit, apparently. Why? Well, it says 4 mana 4/3. Defrel, summon a random minion from your hand that costs 2 or less. So the value you're getting is really low because you need to have that minion in your hand. Theoretically, until you get to turn 4, you kind of want to play your low-cost minions anyway and get them out of your hand. So the value is not really going to be there. It might end up doing it a couple of times, but I don't see the value. And it's again on a 4-cost slot, which in specific, decks have other priorities. Like even Serenite Chain Gang is far better than this thing. And it'll help you a lot more. Next we have Rocket Boots, a 2 mana spell for warrior. Give a minion rush, draw a card. So it's a 2 mana draw a card, and it doesn't even matter. You can cast this on an enemy minion if you just want to cycle it, or on your own minion that you can play from your hand and dictate a trade with it, even if that card is not really able to have rush. You can just give it rush for 2 mana and cycle a card. Next we have Wally. So Rusty Recycler, 5 mana 2/6. The stats are a little bit weird. Taunt and Lifesteal. Oh, sorry about that. Taunt and Lifesteal. This is an interesting frame, so to say, for upcoming magnetic buffs, but it's not really something you want to make your deck around. Nope, definitely not something you want to make your deck around, but it's an interesting mech, again, kind of like a filler. Like a filler thing that can get discovered. Oh, Spark Drill. Isn't he cute in there? 6 mana 5/1. It has rush, so you can go into anything that you wish. It also has Defrel at 2 1/1 sparks with rush to your hand. Now, when I look at this, I think this might be a good card for rogues, because it lets you control a little bit on the turn you play it. Plus it gives you tools that allow you to go all in on your combos. So enabling combo cards far easier, because having 0 cost and 1 cost minions or spells really help you out with combo cards, because you don't want to invest too much mana into doing something like a combo. This one's cool. I think this has a nice flavor to it. We just need to see where it'll fit. Spark Engine, a 2-mana 2/1 mech. Battlecry, add a 1/1 spark with rush to your hand. So it's another thing that gives you another 1-drop. These sort of cards are really okay in kind of aggressive style decks, you know, mech decks that synergize. This is a good card. It's a solid 2-drop. It lets you do specific things. Might be good. Certain classes might have better options for 2-drops, but you can try even other classes that are not really made for being mech classes, you know, by having minions such as Spark Engine. You can try to make them work. Who knows, maybe let's say Mech Shaman, you know, Mech Shaman, because Shaman is all about elementals. Who knows, maybe a Mech Shaman is actually going to be something viable. Spring Rocket, 3-mana 2/1, so the stats are really bad, but it says Battlecry deal 2 damage. So you don't have to play Gen anymore to get something like that. Granted, it's not a 2/3 for 2 mana, so the stats are really poor, but it's a mech. So again, we could actually see something like Shaman be viable with mechs as well. Plus, each and every other class can utilize this card. I think this is a good tool to have, like I said, for specific mech based decks. For specific mech based decks, this is going to be a good card. Here's the Rager, the Steel Rager you guys were talking about. So it's a 4-mana 5/1 mech, but it has rush. So you can dictate a trade with it. It's pretty much removal only. It's a later game rush mechanic that you can magnetize if you have the mana for it. So you can possibly make it a whole lot stronger, like giving it Divine Shield maybe, or a Death Rattle effect might actually help out. Plus more health, maybe it actually survives the target. But it's not really something I believe that you're going to want to put in your deck as well. This is another one of those filler cards. Maybe it's a good arena card because it lets you have removal cards, so to say, for bigger health minions. What the hell is this? Topsy Turvy. That's a nanobot, right? I think. 0 mana swap mechanic. Swap a minion's attack and health. There are other cards that do this, and for the entire board. I don't know which ones are more useful. Might be good for Priest because it's also a cheap spell. It can combo out with Pyromancer, so that might be a thing. But if it's not in a specific control kind of style Priest, it's not gonna see play. If Priest is going to want to be more aggressive and more with Death Rattles, this is not gonna find a place in that. Next we have 2-mana 2/2, again, decent stats. Toxicologist, Battlecry, give your weapon +1 attack. Oh, so Kingsbane Rogue might have more tools in making that weapon of theirs really over the top. Nice to see that we're getting more weapon-based minions, not just spells. Unpowered Mauler. It's a 2-mana 2/4 mech. Can only attack if you cast a spell this turn. Mech Mage might utilize this if that's ever going to be a thing. Other than that, this one's gonna be crap. Hunters, Venomizer, 2 mana 2/2, again with the 2 mana 2/2, so this theme is kind of consistent right here. It has magnetic, so that's good, and it also has poisonous, so you can give one of your mechs poisonous on the go for 2 mana. If that thing has Divine Shield or has enough health, which most of the mechs kind of do, you can kill a really high value target without losing your minion. Nice. Or you can just play this and counter a turn 3 giant, because they have to get rid of this first. Otherwise your 2-drop is just going to kill their huge ass 8/8. Rogue spell. 3 mana, Violet Haze. Add 2 random Deferral cards to your hand. So again, we already talked about the influences of RNG, getting random things that don't start in your deck. Usually go kind of high rolly, so this can go either way. Usually in Hearthstone you try to make your deck to be as consistent as possible, and anything else that gives you random things, you want to try to get specific things that actually work out with your deck. Going all in on Deferals, I mean, it is basically 3 mana get 2 minions, but it says Deferal cards. Kingsbane is a Deferal card. I don't know if that actually works, but it might. I'm sorry, it's really late, guys. Whirly Glider, 2 mana 2/1, Battlecry, summon a 0/2 Goblin Bomb. So another one of those cards that utilizes Goblin Bombs. A lot of these cards are abundant already, so they might actually work in Hunter specifically. Next we have an Omega card, Omega Defender, 4 mana 2/6 with Taunt. Kind of crappy. It's a Stegalodon. Battlecry, if you have 10 mana crystals, gain plus 10 attack. We already had something like this, right? It's a 12/6. Oh, they changed the art. Okay, interesting. Here we have the Spider Bomb. Wait, was that it? Looks as though we already went through these. Because the last card was... Yeah, we went through all of them, boys. Favorite card so far, let's see. Favorite card. This is probably one of my favorite cards in the entire set. I don't know, I just like it. If I would have to choose a card, I think this is in my top 5. I really like the idea of this card, so I'll put it in my top 5 as well, but it's not favorite. I'll just... That's a nice one. I think this is a really cool one. Mechathune is up there in my top 5 as well. The cards are like all over the place. They're kind of cool in every way. I guess if I would have to choose one card that I think is really cool, I would have to go with Dr. Boom. I think Dr. Boom is really cool. Next on the list, I think Weaponized Pinata is really cool as well. I really like this card a lot. Artwork is awesome. The effect is really good. This might be something that rogues might want to try out with test rogue with a lot of random legendaries and deferrals. The Lumi is cute, and yeah, Whizbang top 5 again, and that's about it. Yeah. Also, I guess the shaman spell is one of my favorite from the spells. That just transforms everything into random legendary minions. So that was it for Beneath the Tavern. Thank you guys for watching. I know this was long and we had a little bit of hiccups on the way, but it all turned out great. We managed to take a look at all of these. Now I'm gonna head off. Hope you guys have Hope you guys have a lot of good luck opening all of your packs. I'll see you guys on next Friday, same time, and we're going to be discussing I guess what we opened and what the meta looks up to that point and what kind of crazy things other people tried out. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. See you guys. Peace out. Also, this was kind of sad because I have to say this at the end of the episode. I think this was episode 3, I believe, so don't quote me on that. Yeah, Beneath the Taverns, episode 3. Woo, going strong. Yeah. Bye bye.